So hello everyone, my name is Aman Gupta and welcome to my channel Engineers Coding Hub. So in this video, we will discuss about how you can connect your React application with Spring Boot. I will also discuss about how you can call the API of Spring Boot using the React and which module we will use to API calling and fetch the data from the database and show our web page. So this is all I have discussed in this video. So please watch this video till the end. So let's create the first Spring Boot application. So create a new project. The Spring Starter Initializer. Next. Okay. So the project name is Angular Spring Demo. Okay. Angular Spring Demo. So this project is just demo to connect the Angular and Spring Boot. Okay. Angular and कैसे connect कर सकते हो. Okay. And next I want the dependency. We need to add the dependency. I want the MySQL driver because I want to fetch the data from the database. Spring data JPA because I will use the JPA. Spring Web and you can also use the Spring Dev tool. Dev tool basically कि आपको बार बार रन नहीं करना पड़ेगा प्रोग्राम, जैसे ही आप सेव करोगे then it will run automatically. Okay, then finish. Okay, so project has been created successfully. Let's so this is my Spring Boot application. So first I need to create the entity class. Like I want to fetch the employee data. So first I need to create the employee class. So you just create the package like entity. So make sure कि आपका package का नाम small में ही हो. Okay. And class का नाम is always na capital. First letter is capital. So I want the employees. Okay. So employees class. Okay. Let's finish. Employee class has been created. So this is annotated. This class will annotate with entity. This class has a 3-member function. First is okay, string private string name. So in this video, name is ID in my case. Okay. So just take, and for example, I will take name as a ID. You can take ID also. So don't worry about it. So I will just take the name as an ID. So private int age, private int salary. Okay. As of now के लिए मैं salary को integer ही रख रहा हूँ, double नहीं रख रहा हूँ. Okay. So this is my 3 data member in this class, and for this I need to create the getter and setter. So just generate the getter and setter. Okay. So select all and generate the data. I also want to generate the constructor. So here is the constructor, all fields. So this is my constructor. This is my getter and setter. And I also want the non-parameterized constructor. Then public employees. Okay. And now I need to create the I need to create the repository which fetch the data from the database using JPA. Okay. So let's right click it, new class. So first I create the project. So this is repo and employees repo. Last name is employees repo. Okay. finish it. Okay, just annotate with it repository because it's a repository class. Okay, so repository, this is my repository class, and this is not a class, this is an interface. Okay, this is an interface. Okay, you can create public it also. And extend the JPA because I have added the MySQL driver or JPA dependencies. So don't worry about it. So I just need to, here in my entity classes, employees, this one, and the ID, in our case, the ID is string. Okay, this is name, employees. Okay, this is our finish repository. Okay, let's create the service, which call this repository method. Service, so just create a package service. Here is a employee service. Okay, just annotate with its service because it's my service. So we need to inform the Spring Boot this is my service class. Okay, here we need to public. It's written the list of the employees because multiple employees आएंगे. Okay, speak to employees and get emp employees. Okay, get employees, and it's just written the we need to auto byte the repository because I want to call the repository method to get all the records from the database. So just annotate, just auto byte private. I want the employees repo. So repo, employees repo. Okay. So employees repo and return the employees repo dot get find all. So this is a custom method of the Spring and data JPA which provide to find the all the record from this particular table. Okay, employees table from the database. So this is my service. So now at the end, I need to create the controller. Just create the class. Just create the first package controller. The name is employees controller. Okay, finish it. Just annotate with its REST controller. So it directly send the record from the front end side. Okay, so public. So just it is a get method. So we need to just the get mapping. So get mapping and the path is what is the path? Slash get emp. This is simple. And is will what it will return? It will return the list of employees. Just employees. The name is the method name is get emp, and I don't want any argument. So so here I need to auto add the service because I want to call the service method. So auto add private employee service. This is my employee service. So, and I want to call it just return. I just return the employees service from get employees. This is the method. तो यहाँ पे API आएगी get mapping and it will just return the क्योंकि इस सर्विस में आप देखो ना एम्प्लॉय सर्विस में जो गेट एम्प्लॉय मेथड है वो भी लिस्ट ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज रिटर्न कर देगा तो ये डायरेक्टली रिटर्न कर देगा दिस इज डायरेक्टली रिटर्न द और ये फाइंड ऑल मेथड कॉल होगा विच इज कस्टम मेथड है स्ट्रिंग जीपीए का आप देख सकते हो कि लिस्ट ऑफ क्रेड ऑपरेशन ओके दिस इज सिंपल so what's wrong with this so just go there and save it just save it and find all employees. This is my employees class, and this is my repo class which I want to save. Okay, so here चली गई. Okay, now at the last, before running this application, we just configure our database. So here is a here is a application.properties file where I need to mention our database configuration, all the database configuration. So before connecting this, what you need to remember कि आप ये सब चीजें आपको उसमें ऐड करनी पड़ेंगी, लाइक डेटा सोर्स का यूआरएल, विच डेटाबेस आर यू यूजिंग, लाइक आई एम इन माय केस आई एम यूजिंग द MySQL database, so I just need to use the this URL of MySQL and database schema का नाम, this is demo my schema name, and this is data source name, this is also again a schema name, and this is my username, and this is my password. Okay, and this is the driver which I want to edit, JDBC ड्राइवर, एंड दिस इज अ माई एसक्यूएल डायलेक्ट. ओके, अगर इसको आप ऐड नहीं भी करोगे तो भी आपका प्रोग्राम रन होगा ना. एंड दिस इज ऑटो डीडीएल अपडेटेड, लाइक अगर आपके में टेबल क्रिएट नहीं है तो इट विल ऑटोमेटिकली क्रिएट इन दिस, इस वाले स्कीमा में जाके टेबल सेक्शन में जाके ऑटोमेटिकली क्रिएट कर देगा. ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड ऑटो अपडेट. ओके, सो लेट्स कॉपी दिस and paste it over there. So this is my URL of my database. This is my schema name. This is my username, and this is my password. And this is my SQL driver. And this is dialect. And this is auto DDL. I have updated. Okay. Let's run this application. So right click and run this Spring Boot application. By default, it will run in 8080 port. And if you want to configure the port number, then you can also configure in, आप इस पे जाके कर सकते हो configure. Okay, so 8080 is already used बता रहा है, so I need to change the port number. So come here, just change the server.port. I'm covering 8082. Okay, so this is my server name. Now I need to run again. Okay, so it is running perfectly. Which port? Our port number is 8082. This is our port number. Okay, let's check it. API जो API अपन ने क्रिएट की है, अपन पोस्टमैन से चेक करते हैं कि डेटा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. ओके, ओके, सो 8082 एंड दिस इज गेट EMP. सो अगर हम कंट्रोलर में जाके अगर देखें तो अपनी API का नाम गेट मैपिंग है और नेम इज गेट EMP. ओके, इसको रिकॉर्ड देना चाहिए. लेट्स ओके, लेट्स हिट द रिक्वेस्ट एंड यू कैन सी द रिजल्ट. द ये वाला रिकॉर्ड इस वाले टेबल में है. मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, एक मिनट. ओके, सो दिस इज अवर एम्प्लॉयज टेबल विच इज इनसाइड द डेमो स्कीमा. तो मैंने आपको किया था कि स्कीमा के अंदर जो टेबल है एम्प्लॉयज, उसके अंदर 4 रिकॉर्ड है, अजय, अमन, अमित एंड राहुल. तो आप देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे यू कैन सी द रिजल्ट कि अजय, अमन एंड अमित एंड राहुल चारों का रिकॉर्ड आ चुका है. सो लेट्स कनेक्ट दिस स्प्रिंग बूट एप्लीकेशन इनटू द ओके. सो now I am creating a new React project. So come to here terminal, and this is the command npx to creating a new React project. Create React app, and now you have to mention your app name. So make sure कि आपका एप्लीकेशन का नाम स्मॉल लेटर में ही होना चाहिए, कैपिटल लेटर नहीं होना चाहिए. So okay, I am React demo. Okay, and it will automatically create the React project. So it will take some time, so don't worry about it. Okay, now you can see the project has been created successfully, and in this project, this the package.json file, and we have all the dependencies here. And according to this version, the node modules is already down installed, so don't worry about it. So let's explore the project. So this is the main file, index.js. So it load the dynamically app component, and this is the app component. So this is the by default HTML which is provided by the React. So let's run it program and let's see what will happen. So npm, just inside this project, go inside this project, cd and React demo, and npm start. So now you can see the project has been started on the port of 3000. Okay, so it is loading. Okay, so you can see the our project is running on the port of 30,000, and this is a by default web page which is provided by the React by default, and here is their HTML. So I'm removing all this code and just writing hello. Okay, now see. So you can see the hello is coming here. Okay. So now I want to show the this data. This is our database. So in this table, employees table has this data. So I have already created the API in Spring Boot. So I want to fetch this data using Spring Boot API and so in my that web page. Okay. So how can I do that? So for API calling, I am using the Axios. So just install the Axios first. Okay. Just add this, and I need to install the Axios for API calling. Okay, so npm install Axios, and it will install the Axios library. And using this library, we will able to call the API of Spring Boot. So it is installing. Okay, now it's installing the successfully. So now I am calling the API and fetch the data. So first I declare to store the data, my employees data. So I just create the const employees employees and set employees equal to use state and inside it empty array by default. And I want to call the API when this page will load. So it will call the automatically. So there is a use effect. Okay, so I am using the use effect. So it will take two argument. One is method which I want to run in the on loading page, and second is the dependency. So this is basically a dependency in use effect. If I add the some dependency, and when this dependency will change, it will automatically call this method. So as of now, I don't want to any dependency, so I just call the API from here. So const response variable which take all the response which is coming from the API. First I need to import the Axios also. To import Axios from Axios. Okay. Now Axios dot get, and I want to call the API. So what is the my URL? So my URL is http:// localhost. My Spring Boot application is running on the 8082 port. So colon 8082, and my API name is now I can see in my controller, and you can see the get emp. Okay, this is my get emp. I come to here and slash get emp. So this is my URL, and it will give the data which is stored in my response. So I just make it a bit because I want to call this API calling. So async a wait. Okay, so I need to add the async in a bit. Okay, and just print in the console to console.log response.data. Okay, so when this page will load, it's called that this API, and this print the database is coming from the API. So let's see what will happen. So this is my React application. Open the console first, console, and refresh the page. Okay, so I just need to call the function here, which call the API. Okay, so remove code from here and make a one method const fetch employees. Here I need to wait the and just add the async also. So this is my method which I call inside this use effect. Okay, so I just need to write the async here. Okay, so async and remove this curly bracket. Okay, so inside the use effect, I am call the fetch employees, and it will when the page is loaded, this function will run and is fetch the data from this server, which is my Spring Boot server, and which fetch the response of the API, and it print that on the console. So let's see what will happen. So it is giving something like this warning to use effective master on the beside the function. Okay, so what's wrong with this? I have mentioned this. Okay, this is good. Okay, I don't need to mention the async here. Okay, okay, so this is running successfully. And what if the error is occurring? Okay, so is the get method which is not okay. So this will give the error because the our API will not be called. So just go in the Spring Boot and just run the application. So it is running. Okay, so it is successfully running on the 8082 port. So I need to change the port also. So here I am making the mistake. This is 8082. Now save it and run. Okay, so you can see the result. Now again the refresh the page, and you can see the result. The data has been successfully come. So this is our data. Ajay, Aman, Amit, and Rahul, and same as this. This is the database is coming. Okay. So now I want to show this data in a table form in this page. So how can I show the data? So I just come to here and I need to set the data in this employees. Okay. So set employees response dot data. Okay, I just set the response dot data in this set employees. Now I will access this using the, so I just want to add the simple table. So just use the simple table tag. This is my table. Okay. So my table is not closed here. Okay. So just add all this code inside this. Okay. So just the table. Okay. Now I need to add the t head. and inside the T is a tr tag, and inside the T, this is the here is a heading which I mentioned, like what is the name, age, and salary. So th name, age, and salary. Okay, and again there is a T body. Okay, and inside the T body I need to iterate the this employees. Okay, so this is the employees we can retrieve, and this is the key, so I don't need to add this key. I just remove this. Okay, in this tr I just mention the like table dot name, table dot age, and table dot salary. Okay, and inside it come here and close it. What's wrong with this? I just need to one more close. Okay, so come inside an employees table, iterate one by one employee and show the data name, age, and salary. Now you can see it is showing the data or not. Refresh. Okay, now you can see the result has been come. The data has been come, and so like this is the data which is coming from the database. Okay, so very simple. So this is all about how you can connect your React application with Spring Boot. Okay, अगर आपको कंटेंट पसंद आया हो तो प्लीज लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन फॉर मोर वीडियोस. ओके, थैंक यू.